vibes really messing with my mind. Few highs, few lows and few highs. Never ending cycle. When I get a hold of it, something new happens and I lose all control of it. I'm trying to let go of it, remain optimistic. Reciting October, but my mind's still conflicted. I'm having trouble putting my faith in religion when people's lives are taken when they just started living. Hard to stay focused. Now when my boy lost his mom with less than a year's notice. So in the same decade, he lost his father and his mother. He's in my thoughts and so is his younger brother. Trying to move forward, can't pick a direction. Everything that's happened has altered my perspective. I hit the restart button, make a record for the man in the mirror. These are Matthew's reflections. Fourth chapter in the story of Matt. I needed a fresh start, I needed the format. It's too personal when I record tracks. It wasn't written for you, it was written for Matt. It's not a concept, it's my life. These are all the things I think about at night. Tonight, let me vent, I'll speak on a track. Wasn't written for you, it was written for Matt. Boy, lost his mom, it had me thinking a lot about my life. Should I start rethinking the plot? Cause I've always been about tomorrow and not today, which explains every one of the decisions I made. But what if I die young? Tomorrow never comes, would my work be a waste? Tough thought to face. Why work for the future if the future's never there? But if you choose not to care, it leaves you unprepared at the crossroads. Should I live for the moment? Piss away my money, lose focus. And I know that so many people have a dream like I do. How come they get to have their cake and eat too? How come they go out and I just sit in this room and make tunes about how I am so damn consumed by this life that I chose? Don't know what to say. Perhaps another record might help me find a way. Fourth chapter in the story of Matt. I needed a fresh start, I needed the format. It's too personal when I record tracks. It wasn't written for you, it was written for Matt. It's not a concept, it's my life. These are all the things I think about at night. Tonight, let me vent, I'll speak on a track. Wasn't written for you, it was written for Matt. Fourth chapter in the story of Matt. I needed a fresh start, I needed the format. It's too personal when I record tracks. It wasn't written for you, it was written for Matt. It's not a concept, it's my life. These are all the things I think about at night. Tonight, let me vent, I'll speak on a track. Wasn't written for you, it was written for Matt. My sensei told me back in the day that I'm responsible for every loss that I take. I really took those words to heart, cause when things went wrong, I figured that it could only be my fault. And now I'm here without a light in the dark, so I know I have to write this smart. So if tomorrow never comes, at least I said what I had to. And I present the fourth chapter of Matthew. So if tomorrow never comes, at least I said what I had to. And I present the fourth chapter of Matthew. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, cause I never sucked a cock for a chart space. I mean, all I ever wanted from recording was to say, Pops, I paid off the mortgage. And the fact I never got to eats me inside. If I won that show, would he still be alive? Put his mind at ease and let him see that life's more than bills and fees. Or what a thrill that'd be. I daydream hypotheticals because it's much easier than letting go. So I'll let you know why the format release took longer than my first 3 LPs. See, inside my brain, I disguise the pain, making excuses like the climate's changed. Nobody wants to hear me rhyme insane. All my friends are in their 30s, why the fuck would they support me? We're only getting started, turn the lights off, get acquainted with the darkness. If you're feeling nauseous or mentally exhausted, that's part of the process. Welcome to the pity party. Yeah, welcome to the pity party. The perfect place to celebrate the hardships that turns you heartless. Welcome to the pity party. I've always been a fan of irony, but wasn't a fan of that Iron Man dying scene. I guess it just reminded me of what I've always tried to be. Altruistic, but the term greater good always felt like a motherfucking lie to me. Yeah, Tony made it end. His snap saved the world and most of his friends. But if you ask me, I think I'd rather live and tuck my daughter in again. I juggle topics on a fire beat, the class clown. Now I got juggalos that admire me, cause every bar is written truthfully. There's always room to grow, but this industry has no room for me. I grew too quick, so now you couldn't tailor a suit for me to move in, but I can still maneuver musically so beautifully. Welcome to the pity party, hope you brought some soup for me, cause I'm sick and I want enough. We're only getting started, turn the lights off, get acquainted with the darkness. If you're feeling nauseous or mentally exhausted, that's part of the process. Welcome to the pity party. Yeah, welcome to the pity party. The perfect place to celebrate the hardships that turns you heartless. Welcome to the pity party. So let's toast to life's slow blows, the Debbie Downers and the Joe Schmoes. I'm seeing dudes buy homes off reaction videos, little Eminem clones selling ugly ass clothes. I'm in disbelief, that's a diss to me. All the shit you like isn't shit to me. And I'm sorry for the inconsistencies, but once I pick a beat, I'm a different beast. Dark shit, yeah, that's my department. No jokes around here, bitch, I'm Kevin Heartless. And this song is far from a pick-me-up. It's an anthem for the twisted bitter fucks who have yet to have a bit of luck. I don't tell you what you wanna hear, but I'll tell you when this shit is fucked. You're feeling low? Well, it's all under control. I'm the host, welcome to the pity party, let's go. We're only getting started, turn the lights off, get acquainted with the darkness. If you're feeling nauseous or mentally exhausted, that's part of the process. Welcome to the pity party. Yeah, welcome to the pity party. The perfect place to celebrate the hardships that turns you heartless. Welcome to the pity party.
The more I tried to follow this consistency of putting out so much music to keep momentum going, and before I knew it, I found myself complaining about what I felt I deserved, when in all actuality, people don't want to hear that you're upset because you're not where you want to be. They want to hear about your life. So life has given me more things to talk about. You know, I'm ready to kind of document them.
They say, Matt, you don't rap like the average dude. I'm like, y'all need to go and change your attitude. Y'all be sleeping on me, I'm glad you snooze, cause in order to win big, you have to lose. Raised of old, I'm so confused. I have my youth and my dreams and my cash to lose. Feel like this is something that I have to do, and I refuse to go and do another aptitude test at a place that I don't even wanna work at. The pay's nice, but I would rather make nerd rap. I'd rather flip a bird like you never heard it flipped. I'm Daniel's son and this shit is another tournament. I put it on wax, y'all could wax off. You're facing Jason Voorhees with his mask off. I know you hate it when I rap about rap, but every time I start complaining, y'all complain about that. A little stressed, I should probably relax, but I've come too far just to go and turn back. Could go to school, get a job and be set, but then again, I'd be another name you forget. A decade later, I'm still not paid, but nothing beats the rush of being on stage. This could be my very last poem, but I'm just not ready for that long walk home. They say, Matt, you don't rap like the average dude. About to hold a sign saying that I'll rap for food. I've been crafting tunes a third of my life. I want to murder these mics and have a mortgage and wife. I refuse to pick. Saw my reflection in the toilet bowl. Was like, use the shit, I'm too legit. Someone tell these pricks in his suits to clean their ears out. This fucking kid is the truth. Nowadays I write a rap and scrap it. Turn it down, trash it. Dope bars, but I've already rapped it. I turn my life into my passion. It's not great, I'm basically waiting for shit to happen. Tragic, you should never force it. I try to take my time working and make sure that it's perfect. That mind state is why you all got ahead of me. I don't sweat that, time is my real enemy. A little stressed, I should probably relax, but I've come too far just to go and turn back. Could Could go to school, get a job and be set, but then again, I'll be another name you forget. A decade later, I'm still not paid, but nothing beats the rush of being on stage. This could be my very last poem, but I'm just not ready for that long walk home. See, I don't think like the average dude. I gave y'all steak and you chose the faster food. And I'm not mad at you. Everybody grows up, there's stuff that we just have to do. But I told you, I'm not the average Joe. I could throw in the towel or adapt and grow. So it doesn't matter if the world is reciting my art. I did what felt right in my heart. A little stressed, I should probably relax, but I've come too far just to go and turn back. Could go to school, get a job and be set, but then again, I'll be another name you forget. A decade later, I'm still not paid, but nothing beats the rush of being on stage. This could be my very last poem, but I'm just not ready for that long walk home. Wonder why I'm mad stressed. You can't find a path to success on MapQuest. Create your own address, and if you're lucky and you find it, shine, cause so many folks are blinded to this mountain that I'm climbing. See, my people went and gave this up. They never made a buck, but me, I never gave a fuck. Told to make it in this game, I needed faith and luck. Ain't my lucky charms, guess I never prayed enough. Far wise, I raised it up enough. The next time you try to take a jump, you would never make it, I'll break you chunks. I'll take a dump on your album after I pirate it, cause if you're not half as nice as me, I'm not buying it. I'm not a hater, I can't have a career, but my competition's granted more than I make in a year. My fears turn to panic. When I panic, I damage anything that's in my way. The display is just my way of airing out to y'all what's really on my mind. Say I have an old soul, no, I just value time. And lately I've been dwelling, I haven't been recording. I'm trying to be responsible, but y'all think I'm ignoring my dreams? You see, my dreams have been completed. Daddy saw me rock in front of 40,000 people. Saw me on TV and heard everybody screaming, but seeing him smile is what gave my life a meaning. I'm far from finished, but when he left it took a part of me. So pardon me, but moving forward's pretty hard for me. You think I give a shit if I ain't on that Twitter shit? I felt like I was limitless, but lately it's just bitterness. Fuck y'all who turned your back when I was down and out. I had my goals, but you had your doubts. Now I'm back and I ain't backing out. So if I can't get my shine on, the whole fucking scene here is blacking out. Go around, ask about how I can pack a room full of people, make them laugh about the shit you rap about is real life. And I'll sign an affidavit stating every statement I've ever created was never fabricated. I'm not angry, I'm showing y'all the side of me I tried to hide, see, I gave it a little privacy. But now it's in the open, and I'm so focused that even the smallest dose of my opus could cause an overdosage. I'm just too ferocious, but that's logical. I have to be this way in order to be unstoppable. I'd like to write all the little things that inspire me, but also shedding light on how fucked up this life could be. I was the role model, no negativity, that got me on TV, but the rest of y'all took a shit on me. I had nothing left to write. Every night tried to rhyme, but it's like the hands of time gave me left and rights. Plan to burn right, can't ignite. I'm trying to paint a picture. Y'all want a record that's the panda type, and I just finished it now. The master of bad hands when the chips are all down. Wow, better late than never, but sometimes shit gets delayed by bad weather. So sorry if it feels like forever, cause I bet on myself and things slowly got better. I just need to remember, the next time life gets mad stressed, it'll pass like my very last math test. It's okay to hit a wall just like a crash test. Move forward even if it's just a half step. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. I move slowly in a world full of fast folk. You'll get the last laugh, but I'll make the last joke. I paint pictures and one day you'll realize everything that Matt wrote was much deeper than a rap quote. I got the heart to excel, but every day it gets harder to tell if this is really for me. Could one of these songs chart and excel? Should I stick to updating charts in Excel? Well aware that I'm not an R-Kel, but what I say holds weight, that's a barbell. Can you lift it? The shit that I've depicted isn't something that's easily scripted, but still you giving praise to these lames that be claiming that they lifted. Amazed in a daze that it's twisted. I am unfazed and I crave the resistance. I aim for the top, my game is persistent. So save all that slick shit, cause I write my poems like I'm 80 years old in a retirement home, playing back my shit on my old CDs. Like man, ain't nobody ever fucking with me. So get the facts straight, the first decade was practice, but now I'm fucking back at this, attacking like an ad-lib on a Beastie Boys track. Shit, Matt's fucking done being passive, cause all that got me was just high hopes and letdowns. Now I'm back with the best sound, and I'm the best round, and anybody thinking differently would literally have to be mini-me to belittle me. So go ahead and keep talking, and all those words will put you in your coffin. I had a bar but then I lost it, R.I.P. Stephen Hawkins. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. The full moon is when the beast comes out. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. I know you think I'm MIA, but I've been with this pen all day, and I know that you probably got something to say, cause everybody watching the game is always a professional, trying to coach me from a distance, but every situation is different. So go and throw your hat into the ring if you're so great in this business, and become another statistic. Everybody want me to be like what they all see on their screens, right? But it don't really feel right. Nah, that don't really feel right. Everybody want me to be like what they see on TV, right? But it don't really feel right. Nah, that don't really feel right. You need to post more pics, need to post more that. You need to post more this, more Post Malone, less soberness, and hopefully that promotes the clicks. And quit complaining with the flows. This is entertainment, that ain't entertaining, bro. I know you're slaying all the flows, but if you ever wondered why the payments are low, it's cause everybody want me to be like what they all see on their screens, right? But it don't really feel right. Nah, that don't really feel right. Everybody want me to be like what they see on TV, right? But it don't really feel right. Nah, that don't really feel right. Sometimes I wish the clock would rewind. You could try my shoes on for a size, and I could see how you'd maneuver with these L's I've had. I doubt you ever felt that bad, to have high hopes and be so close, to think the world is in your palm and the world's like, nope. You try hard to bounce back, but it feels like you're trapped and walking the wrong path. Everybody wants me to be like what they see on the TV. Everybody want me to be like what they all see on their screens, right? But it don't really feel right. Nah, it don't really feel right. Everybody want me to be like When I was young, I used to play with action figures on my floor, with the White Ranger leading the war. Batman and Superman, they would even the score every time I brought the bad guys home from the store. You see, those were different shows, but to me it didn't matter. Those were my heroes, so they fought the same battle. For hours I would sit inside of my room and play, so the good guys could win at the end of the day. See, imagination is human nature, and making something out of nothing named something greater. When I was young, I just wanted to be a Power Ranger, like Jason David Frank, and I put that on tape. But then I went to school, they said that I was different. I was open-minded, but they claimed I wouldn't listen. Tried to put me on the Ritalin to make me relax, but my parents weren't having any of that. Imagine a world with no imagination. There'd be no cars on the road and no pavement, no modern medicine, no vaccinations. Everything that's man-made would've never been created. Imagine a world with no imagination. Just do it. Imagine a world with no imagination. Just let the kids be kids and just be patient, cause an imagination should never be wasted. My great-grandmother, she couldn't understand why they give a pill to a child just to calm down their mind. Told my mama in the eye, don't ever give it to Matt. He's got imagination, and there's nothing wrong with that. So time passed, all my toys got scratched. I put them in the storage and I never got them back. And growing up, I didn't have many friends, but I used imagination again, this time with a pen. Started writing in that same room I played in. Quite ironic how the times are changing. Started high school with mad writtens in my head. I didn't get a chance to record them till grade 10. A couple weeks after I made my first track, Dad knocks and says, your great-grandma just passed. I shed tears on that floor and wrote raps, cause if she was here, she would want me doing that. Imagine a world with no imagination. There'd be no cars on the road and no pavement, no modern medicine, no vaccinations. Everything that's man-made would've never been created. Imagine a world with no imagination. Just do it. Imagine a world with no imagination. Just let the kids be kids and just be patient, cause an imagination should never be wasted. It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. Tell me if this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm back and there will be no sign of restraint. It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. Tell me if this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm back and there will be no sign of restraint. How do I start this without sounding like the old head? If you're poppin' in the game, this is code red. Who am I kidding? This will be just like my last shit. More classics that will never reach the masses. Oddly enough though, my hopes are still high, like I'm back in birthplace and I just laid down my first take. This is an 06 or 08, y'all chose to go straight, so safe. I chose an untraveled road at a slow pace, coming from a cold place. I thrive in the art to care. See, I never had the money, but the heart was there. The kick and snare took me in like foster care and got my thoughts on the air. Now it's in plain view, Die Hard 2. When times get rough, I think what would John McClane do? I threw the punchlines in the trash can, forget the one-liners. This whole track is a backhand. It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. Tell me if this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm back and there will be no sign of restraint. It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. Tell me if this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm back and there will be no sign of restraint. I used to stand for something, now I rarely do. I never swore before, I tried to parent you. Apparently, I was scaring you. Y'all seemed to split like a pair of shoes. There was no one to compare me to. I did what felt right, and every verse I spit murking it, hoping a suburban kid would purchase it. Canadian alternative, I thought it was great. Have you ever drank a can of pure concentrate? Nah, you gotta water it down. So now I understand why y'all don't fuck with the sound. But if the game can change, so can I. I'm not the sober guy I was before. I'm letting off a much colder vibe. If you think I over mine, I just wrote a line for every 45 times that you skipped over mine. Oh, you say I'm broke inside? Life's a bitch, I stroked the thighs and told her to open wide. It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. Tell me if this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm back and there will be no sign of restraint. It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. I'm back up to speed, I'm back on my pace. I'd say sorry for the slap in the face, but this is what you get for every ounce of disrespect. See, I don't get physical, I just get lyrical, and let the track do the work. So tell me, how's it feel to get slapped by a verse? It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. Tell me if this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm back and there will be no sign of restraint. It's late in the game, I'm back in the race. Tell me if this feels like a slap in the face. I hit a low, I needed a break, but now I'm back and there will be no sign of restraint.
Listen.
And I'm just staring at this photograph, but really wishing I could go back. See, you don't know what I'd give to have one more taken with you. And as I stare at this photograph, I'd do anything to go back. So let me dry my eyes and talk to you one more time. Nowadays I don't say much. Since you passed, my pen hasn't touched that page much. Some people even think I gave up, like grieving souls don't need to achieve their goals. See, I'm just picking up the pieces. I'm still trying to make this puzzle look seamless. And yet they say that time heals us, but time passed and it never really healed this. So I dry my eyes when that's just throwing a tissue in a rising tide. And rise and shine, the world moved on, but these lawyers love to remind me that you are gone. And that's followed by a hefty fee. So pops, let me talk about what's stressing me. You see, I know death is in our destiny, but you'll be pissed if I let it get the best of me. See, and I'm just staring at this photograph, but really wishing I could go back. See, you don't know what I'd give to have one more taken with you. And as I stare at this photograph, I'd do anything to go back. So let me dry my eyes and talk to you one more time. Nowadays, I get patted on the back like your father would be proud of you, Matt. And I appreciate that, but at the same time it's bittersweet. That means that you're not here to see how I've knocked it out the park and walked across every base. Really stepped up to the plate for the family's sake. If I had one wish, it'd be to see your face when you taste this lasagna I make. So many ways that you would challenge me, kept me grounded like gravity, prepared me for this ultimate reality. So many things I do now I never did before. Home renovations, trips to the liquor store, and you're the only one I ever would've did this for. So when I pick up that bottle, it makes me miss you more. Cause now all I try to do is just be a better version of you. And I sit in this room, and I'm just staring at this photograph, but really wishing I could go back. See, you don't know what I'd give to have one more taken with you. And as I stare at this photograph, I'd do anything to go back. So let me dry my eyes and talk to you one more time.
Listen.
You see, that's the problem with Hollywood. They keep remaking the same old shit. See, I was sitting at home with nothing to do, started listening to beats, going through tunes, lucrative hit me up. That's when I knew that it was the perfect time to write the Nuke Part 2. I was sitting at home with nothing to do, started listening to beats, going through tunes, lucrative hit me up. That's when I knew that it was the perfect time to write the Nuke Part 2. Hey yo, my acapellas all coded in the cellar. On the records, I don't hear me, I don't see me, Helen Keller. It's easy to be cookie cutter. I'm stutter stepping on too many different paths, so I follow one direction. Think about it for a second. If you're not getting it, if you're not in shows, that group's no longer relevant. The flow's simple, but still so difficult. Tracks half magical, half scientifical. Too smooth, you ain't doing no harm. I stay calm, blindfolded while defusing a bomb. Rubies you claim to palm, scratch that line. I diss these fake rappers about 1,000 times. I still can't fathom why they write that way, knowing damn well they never live life that way. See, everybody's got a story to tell, but please keep the factitious ones off of the shelf. See, I was sitting at home with nothing to do, started listening to beats, going through tunes. Lucrative hit me up, that's when I knew that it was the perfect time to write the Nuke Part 2. I was sitting at home with nothing to do, started listening to beats, going through tunes. Lucrative hit me up, that's when I knew that it was the perfect time to write the Nuke Part 2. If you're eating off of hip-hop, pray I don't win the lottery and finally have the budget to do my music properly. Constantly see MCs with no game, moving units, doing tours. They started with some change. Strange how people think it happens overnight. They have a group of people, know how to do it right. Had to market the music and the best times to air it. Choice demographic and the best sites to share it. It's apparent for me to be in the big leagues, I need a whole lot more than dope rhymes and beats. Till that day comes, I'm staying sharper than attack. Well, alert, like I have a big target on my back. Small team behind me, that don't bother mad. When they try to strike me out, I bring a bigger bat. Till I knock it out the park, continue to adapt. Last bar, let the verse fade to black. See, I was sitting at home with nothing to do, started listening to beats, going through tunes. Lucrative hit me up, that's when I knew that it was the perfect time to write the Nuke Part 2. I was sitting at home with nothing to do, started listening to beats, going through tunes. Lucrative hit me up, that's when I knew that it was the perfect time to write the Nuke Part 2. Excuse my brand, it wasn't planned, I didn't mean for that to happen. It was supposed to be punches. Somewhere along the line I started venting, had a sentence, and before I knew it, I was halfway through it. So I just said screw it, see I'm fluent with the patterns. I have the attitude to take your career's neck and snap it into two. I used to think that people listen to the lyrics of a song. Radio keeps proving me wrong. See, physically, I don't need to ground and pound you. I'm the lasso that's gon' wrap circles around you. I told you that I'm nice, and I don't need the Cheech and Chong. I just grab this microphone device and get my ether on. Can make a dope beat without having my speakers on. When a marathon and not have my sneakers on. So you already know what I'ma do. Go back in your bomb shelter before I drop another nuke like boom. See, I was told to dumb it down in the first few seconds of this record, damn. They use attention spans like a gremlin's hand. Any man stepping up to me should understand that your rubber band raps are nothing but a cover band. Same music, different face, sipping ace, but you'll sell a milli thanks to grade 8s with shitty taste. So have fun feasting, show up at your crib and start beating you with the chicken leg you were eating. Metaphorically torturing those that chose to orphan me. Got deadbeats, no wonder there's no support for me. Mad vicious and I'm that wicked. It's no doubt these rap bitches told their labels leave me blacklisted, but I adapt to my surroundings. Hear the sounds of 1,000 hounds howling, yeah, that's just my stomach growling. Overpaid my dues, a lesson is you could never win against a man who has nothing to lose.
So I guess I'll get wet.
I'm dumb hot, microphone check.
Right back at it, I ain't lost a step. It's been a long time. We're back, so get wet. Emsee, deja vu, what I'm gonna do. I want my spot back, take two. My dog.
Cruising through the city in a whip that's economically appropriate. Cheap on gas, and his speakers are trash. Work a job, make a little cash. Lose most of that in my taxes, how appealing is that? I get it now, life can be whack. Y'all escape when you listen to trap. Have fun with your unrealistic, simplistic tracks. But when you're hungry, get that humble pie from Matt, and that's a fact. Heart in every poem I spit. Raps Michael Bublé, but I own that shit. Only way I'll ever slip is if I oversip. So show some love for the showmanship. Lot of dudes be claiming that they hard with that toaster grip. Then they do, they about to make some toast with it. Feel bad for anybody who opposes this. It's best you learn how to fucking cope with this.
It's been a long time.
So I guess I'll get wet.
Emsee.
Them dumb hot microphone check.
Right back at it. I ain't lost a step. It's been a long time. We're back to
Get wet.
Emsee. Deja vu. What I'm gonna do? I want my spot back. Take two.
The best way to describe this vibe is another white guy trying to climb in a declining climate. Me this whole time, no different disguises. Y'all were real quick to deny it. Why, kids? My life spit is a fire pit. On my rider, it says a hydrant's the only requirement. Best you take cover like a pirate's island. Beanstalking up rhymes, slaying the giants. I am at a level I never believed I would reach. Thought I peaked, but what actually happened is my rapping skills peaked for a minute. Cause I had to eat and had to sleep. Safe to say the hibernation made better peace stay. Got an array of flows I chose to throw away. If I dropped in the cut on Sway, he'd be blown away. Probably get 1 million views, go on tour in the UK. So would you rather be Batman or Bruce Wayne?
So I guess I'll get wet.
Emsee.
Them dumb hot microphone check.
Right back at it. I ain't lost a step. It's been a long time. We're back to
Get wet.
Emsee. Deja vu. What I'm gonna do? I want my spot back. Take two. My God, my God.
I'm over that now, plus I see how it works. There's a lot more to life than a verse, but a verse could change your life, and that's in more ways than one. I wrote my first verse for fun. Fast forward to now, I'm like, wow. Check the resume, but sometimes it doesn't get you to work. But those that hold on and still remain strong in the long run will always get what they're worth. I started climbing this mountain and I still haven't reached the top. If I did, would I then feel the need to stop? Cause I use the speaker box as a tool to escape, a therapeutical take on the music I make. There's no room to be fake, there's only room to be true. The music I do is my fountain of youth, it's like magic, and everything goes away. I guess what I'm trying to say is I sit at home and write these poems, and I feel like I'm 17 again. Another Friday night, I'm dimming the lights in my studio. It's just me and my pen. Let me take a couple minutes to reflect. Older I get, the less I'm trying to impress. Y'all, I'm content, still hungry, but I've got self-respect, so I could care less about you dudes trying to flex. Round 23, starting RSP, and my gas gauge is telling me my car's on E, and the price is only going up by the liter. Insurance isn't that cheap either. And you know about the factory, so I won't complain. Take a guess about what's keeping me sane. All these words in my brain that I turn into rhyme help to numb the pain of these things I can't change in life. Pops was slowly getting sicker. Only thing that helped him was the liquor. So you think I give a fuck about anything besides that? We can move forward, but we never get the time back. But every time that I rap, I can freeze the clock. No need to let the dreaming stop. It's like magic, and everything goes away. I guess what I'm trying to say is I sit at home and write these poems, and I feel like I'm 17 again. Another Friday night, I'm dimming the lights in my studio. It's just me and my pen. Let me take a couple minutes to reflect. Older I get, the less I'm trying to impress. Y'all, I'm content, still hungry, but I've got self-respect, so I could care less about you dudes trying to flex. I guess I'll rhyme to remind me of the simple times. back when everything was easy. Before my dad passed away, before I had bills to pay, before you saw me rhyming on the TV, before the factory, before I even graduated. I was a kid rapping in his basement. And to this day, it's amazing how an aspiration got me through all the problems that I was facing. I understand I might never win a Grammy. I'll be happy if I make it to the Junos. I might never buy a house off a rapper, cop a Hublot, but there is one thing that I do know. No matter my age, I pick up a page and write down whatever I feel the need to convey. And like magic, it can all go away. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I sit at home and write these poems, and I feel like I'm 17 again. Another Friday night, I'm dimming the lights in my studio. It's just me and my pen. Let me take a couple minutes to reflect. Older I get, the less I'm trying to impress. Y'all, I'm content, still hungry, but I've got self-respect, so I could care less about you dudes trying to flex. Yeah, one. Just keep it rolling like this. I think I got something in my head like, you getting burned by the flame. If I'm getting bad hands, then I'm still in the game. Hope you're feeling the pain, cause if I'm getting bad hands, then I'm still in the game. I hate when people go and put my fucking genre in an age limit. Listen to my tape, dog, I amaze critics. I say this shit that makes you fucking go berserk. Every time I drop a verse, dog, I know your stomach hurts. The butterflies are fucking losing it, trying to digest this flow with no illusion in it. You well aware that the fact I chose maneuver in this music biz as a career. Fuck are you doing here? Tell me something that you think will impress me. Tell me that you got a fucking cottage and jet ski. Tell me how you just went and achieved your dreams, when back in the day you was hating on my rhyming schemes. So share a meme thinking that it means something, but in reality it really means nothing. Don't feel bad, you ain't where you wanna be at least you're not trying to make it off rap. Somebody asked me if that meme offends me. I said nah, but it's sad and unhealthy. Sad your life is so empty, you chose to tear others down to make yourself more proud. But don't sweat it, you're loud and clear, and those insecurities echo from over here. So while you laugh in the mirror, know that things aren't as they appear, and I'm making it clear. You threw the gas on the flame, you met your match, cause Matthew's passion remains. Look at the board, I still average the same, so fuck anything you have to say. Please have a nice day. You getting burned by the flame. If I'm getting bad hands, then I'm still in the game. I hope you're feeling the pain, cause if I'm getting bad hands, then I'm still in the game. You threw the gas on the flame, time passes, but know that the passion remains. I hope you're feeling the pain, cause if I'm getting bad hands, then I'm still in the game. You ever get a couple bucks every couple of months for some flows that you spit like 10 years ago? You ever have Royce the 5'9" stop a show, call you on the phone? Well, that happened to me. Y'all were loving Wrecking Ball, well, Stephen Macchio, the man who co-wrote it, told me move to the States, don't let your time waste, cause you're too talented to remain unnoticed. I stayed at home in the years past, bills were paid, but my mind always stayed on my craft. Lost my pops, a couple of dogs, and it soon became hard to form positive thoughts. Was literally lost, fuck rap, this is real life. Go through it, understand what it feels like. So I get the apathy, why relate when it's easier to laugh at me? But I've only done this passively and get passive income from my tragedies. So if life has bad hands for me, I'll play that shit and slay that shit like only time I'll be done when there's no breath in my lungs. If I'm alive, then it's a vibe. You only lose when you do not try. Please do not mind this track, it's not a flex. I'm telling y'all I was depressed, I was a mess, had to digress. Album was done, but who would invest? Fucking excuse, I gotta move. Daughter was born, another muse. Her nursery is my room to improve, and after I feed her I go in the booth, turn on the beat, and that's when I prove to y'all bad hands can't last forever. Just play those cards right, one day it will get better. You getting burned by the flame. If I'm getting bad hands, then I'm still in the game. I hope you're feeling the pain, cause if I'm getting bad hands, then I'm still in the game. You threw the gas on the flame, time passes, but know that the passion remains.
Did we need Emsee? Okay, well I want to talk to him then. Call him. Call him on your phone right now.
One day you'll pass away, and I'm just glad I got the chance to say I'm so glad I got to make this music and give you my point of views through it. I'm so glad when I'm no longer here, you can put this music in your ear. And I'm back, so for that, I'm glad. Yeah. Everybody wants a legacy, whether it's large or small. Even the caveman carved the wall. When you finally pass, you can only hope your past made such an impact it lasts. That's what we're aiming for, and that's why we take these photographs, capturing laughs in the moments that we've had. So when we look back, we can sit and reminisce like, look at this pic, do you remember this? History was yesterday, but some are so hooked on trying to get a page in that book. They're searching for the letters cause they're trying to get ahead, but you can't make the sandwich unless you have the bread. Excuse the corny line, time is never beside you. It creeps in the shadows behind you. Try to make the most of it, but when it's your time to leave, it will surely remind you. One day you'll pass away, and I'm just glad I got the chance to say I'm so glad I got to make this music and give you my point of views through it. I'm so glad when I'm no longer here, you can put this music in your ear. And I'm back, so for that, I'm glad. Yeah, so everybody wants a legacy, whether it's small or large. Just remember that you're in charge. Every person that you meet and greet will ultimately be the ones painting a picture of you when you are deceased. I chose to tell my story on beats and found inner peace after every album release. Smiling in a photograph never took my pain away, but I'm happy making songs about a rainy day. Time is never promised, I never met my grandfathers. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't bothered. They passed away before I had a chance to meet them, so now a photograph's the only way I get to see them. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but there's still this frustration. We could never have a conversation. So as the clock ticks, those memories fade, but I can live forever when my record plays. I'm so glad. One day you'll pass away, and I'm just glad I got the chance to say I'm so glad I got to make this music and give you my point of views through it. I'm so glad when I'm no longer here, you can put this music in your ear. And I'm back.